Do you ever wonder what it's really like to approach the very end of life? Especially when you're over 75. We've all seen movies, heard stories. But what are the actual realities? The things nobody truly talks about. It can be a very unsettling thought, filled with uncertainties, worries about pain, and perhaps concerns about how our loved ones will cope. We often shy away from these conversations, fearing what we might uncover, or simply not wanting to dwell on something that feels so final. But what if understanding these realities, these so-called hidden truths, could actually bring you immense peace, clarity, and even empower you to live your remaining years with more joy and purpose? What if the greatest fear isn't in knowing, but in not knowing? In this video, we're going to gently explore 5 crucial insights about the end-of-life journey after 75, truths that aren't meant to scare you, but to equip you with knowledge, comfort, and a profound sense of control. These aren't just facts. They are pathways to a more peaceful, prepared, and, ultimately, a richer present. Stick with me, because watching to the very end will reveal something truly surprising that can change your perspective entirely. So, let's gently step into the first of these vital insights, one that often brings a deep sense of relief once it's truly understood. Many of us, myself included for a long time, imagine the end of life as a dramatic, sudden event, perhaps fraught with pain or intense struggle, like something out of a television drama. The truth, however, for many people over 75 is remarkably different. Far from being an abrupt, painful cataclysm, the process of dying is frequently a gradual winding down, a gentle easing away, often characterized by increasing periods of rest and, crucially, a surprisingly reduced need for food and even water. Think about it this way: our bodies are incredible machines, designed not just for life, but also for its natural conclusion. As a person nears the end of their journey, the body begins a natural process of conserving energy. Organs slow down, metabolism decreases, and the very signals that tell us we're hungry or thirsty often fade. It's not about starving or dehydrating someone. It's about recognizing the body's natural wisdom. This can be a profound adjustment for family members, who often instinctively want to ensure their loved one is eating or drinking, driven by love and a desire to nourish. But understanding that this reduced intake is a normal, comfortable part of the process can alleviate immense anxiety for everyone involved. It allows the focus to shift from trying to force nourishment to providing genuine comfort. This brings us to a crucial aspect that often surprises people: the focus on comfort. Modern palliative care and hospice services have revolutionized how we approach the end of life. Their primary goal isn't to cure, but to ensure dignity and comfort. This means proactively managing any discomfort, whether it's pain, nausea, breathlessness, or anxiety. It's about being truly present, holding a hand, sharing quiet moments, or simply providing a peaceful presence. Imagine being able to spend your final days surrounded by calm, free from the worry of pain, simply existing in a state of tranquility. That's the aim. We've all heard stories of people who were in great pain, but increasingly, with proper care, that doesn't have to be the case. Many individuals experience periods of profound peace, even moments of clarity and connection. As they near the very end, the sounds and even the mere presence of loved ones can be incredibly soothing. I remember hearing about Margaret, a lovely woman in her late 80s. Her family was initially terrified, expecting a difficult, agonizing departure. But as she received hospice care, they witnessed a transformation. Her pain, which had been a constant companion, was gently managed. She spent her last days mostly sleeping, but when awake, she'd offer a soft smile, a squeeze of a hand. Her family members, instead of feeling helpless, learned to sit with her, read aloud, play her favorite gentle music. They found comfort in simply being there, in the quiet companionship. It wasn't the dramatic, painful scene they'd feared. It was a serene, even beautiful, letting go. Her daughter later said, "We thought it would be dreadful, but it was just peaceful. We learned to just be with her. And that was enough." So, what does this mean for you? Right now, it means you can release some of that deep-seated fear of a painful, undignified end. It encourages you to have open, honest conversations with your family and your healthcare providers about your wishes for comfort care. Don't be afraid to ask about palliative care options. Even if you're not at the very end of life, palliative care can begin at any stage of a serious illness. It's about living as well as possible for as long as possible, understanding that the body knows how to let go, and that discomfort can be effectively managed, allows you to shift your energy from dread to preparation, to focusing on the quality of your remaining days, and to ensuring your wishes for peace are known and honored. This knowledge gives you a profound sense of control, transforming an imagined, terrifying unknown into a gentle, managed transition. Now that we've truly grappled with the common misconception of pain and struggle, let's move on to something equally important: how the very purpose of care often shifts in these final stages, and why that's a good thing. As we discussed, that shift in focus from aggressive treatment to comfort and dignity is not just a medical trend. It's a profound recognition of what truly matters at the end of life. For many years, the medical world was almost entirely geared towards fighting illness, extending life at all costs. But what we've learned, especially for those over 75, is that sometimes the greatest kindness, the deepest respect, lies in allowing nature to take its course, while ensuring that the person's final days are lived with as much peace and as little suffering as possible. This is where the concept of good death comes into play. A death that aligns with your values, your beliefs, and your personal wishes. It means you have the right to say no to treatments that might prolong life but diminish its quality. That might cause more distress than benefit. Imagine a situation where you're facing a medical decision, perhaps for an invasive procedure or a course of treatment that promises only a tiny chance of success, but a high certainty of discomfort. Without clear communication of your wishes, doctors and family members might feel compelled to pursue every possible option, even if it goes against what you truly want. This is why having your wishes documented in what we call an advance directive or living will is so incredibly empowering. It's your voice, speaking for you when you might not be able to speak for yourself. It's a gift not just to yourself, but to your family, relieving them of the agonizing burden of guessing what you might have wanted in a moment of crisis. Think of it as painting a clear picture of your preferences. Do you want to be kept comfortable at home? Are you open to certain medical interventions, but not others? Do you have specific spiritual or cultural wishes? These aren't morbid questions. They are acts of profound self-advocacy and love. Appointing a trusted person, like a power of attorney for healthcare, to make decisions on your behalf if you can't, adds another layer of certainty and peace of mind. It means your journey will truly be your journey, guided by your values. Now, let's talk about something that might sound surprising, but is incredibly true and so often overlooked: your loved ones, particularly your adult children or close family, often experience more emotional distress and need more support during this period than the person who is actually dying. This might seem counterintuitive, but consider it. For the dying individual, there is often a natural slowing down, a withdrawal from the external world, and sometimes even a sense of acceptance or peace. But for those left behind, the grief process often begins long before the actual death. They are grappling with anticipatory grief, the pain of seeing a loved one decline, the emotional weight of making difficult decisions, and the practical challenges of caregiving. They might be struggling with a whirlwind of emotions: sadness, fear, anger, guilt, and exhaustion. I've witnessed this firsthand. A daughter I know, Sarah, was caring for her mother. Evelyn, who was slowly fading. Evelyn herself seemed calm, often sleeping, occasionally lucid and peaceful. But Sarah was a wreck. She was constantly battling her own emotions, feeling guilty if she rested, overwhelmed by the responsibility, and mourning the loss of her vibrant mother even before she was gone. She confessed, "Mom seemed to be at peace, but I felt like I was drowning. No one prepared me for how hard my side of it would be." This is a crucial, hidden truth because recognizing it allows you, as a senior, to offer a unique gift to your loved ones: permission and preparation. You can initiate conversations, not just about your wishes, but about their feelings. Reassure them that it's okay to grieve, to feel overwhelmed, and that your love for them is constant. You can gently guide them towards resources, perhaps suggesting they connect with a grief support group, or speaking with a hospice social worker who can offer them specific support and coping strategies. You might even consider assigning practical roles among family members, so no one person carries the entire burden. Perhaps one sibling handles finances, another coordinates visits, and another is the primary communicator with medical staff. Even small acts, like writing down memories or sharing stories, can be a way of starting the process of remembrance and connection, which can be incredibly healing for those who will remain. Understanding that their journey of grief begins early, and that they too will need compassion and care, allows you to empower them to navigate this challenging time with more resilience and less isolation. This proactive approach transforms a potentially overwhelming period for your family into one where they feel seen, supported, and ready to face what comes together. And that leads us to our next crucial insight, one that centers on the immense power we all hold in shaping our final chapter, long before it arrives, building on that idea of empowering our loved ones. Let's truly embrace the fourth hidden truth, the immense, almost magical power that lies in pre-planning and open communication, not just about medical wishes, but about every aspect of your life and legacy. We often shy away from these conversations, thinking they're morbid or premature. But the reality is, preparing in advance is one of the most loving and responsible things you can do for yourself and your family. It's not about hastening the inevitable, it's about ensuring clarity, reducing stress, and preserving your dignity and wishes. Think beyond just the medical directives we discussed earlier. Have you considered your financial affairs? Are your accounts in order? Your beneficiaries updated? Do your loved ones know where to find important documents, insurance policies, or even just your passwords for online accounts in today's digital world? A digital legacy is just as important as a physical one. Knowing that these practical matters are handled removes a huge burden from your family during an already difficult time. Imagine the peace of mind knowing that when the time comes, your family won't be scrambling to figure out bills, track down documents, or guess at your preferences for memorial services. Planning ahead also means you get to make decisions that truly reflect you. Perhaps you have specific wishes for your funeral or memorial, a favorite piece of music, a particular poem, or a desire for a celebration of life rather than a somber affair. These choices are deeply personal, and making them yourself ensures they are honored, turning a potentially chaotic period into a meaningful tribute. Beyond the practical, there's a profound emotional power in pre-planning and communication. This is your chance to express love, gratitude, and perhaps even offer forgiveness, or seek it. Have you always wanted to tell a particular story from your life? Do you have letters you'd like to write to your grandchildren for when they're older? Are there words of wisdom or memories you wish to pass on? These aren't just details. They are the threads that weave your legacy. I recall a gentleman named Robert who, in his late 70s, started writing down his life story for his family. He wrote about growing up during the war, his first job, meeting his wife, the joys and challenges of raising children. He wasn't ill at the time, but he said, I just wanted them to know me, truly know me, and to have something tangible to hold on to. Those written memories became an invaluable treasure after he passed, far more precious than any material inheritance. This preparation isn't about checking boxes. It's about living fully and intentionally right up to the very end, ensuring your essence, your values, and your love continue to resonate. And this brings us to perhaps the most surprising and ultimately uplifting truth of all. Our fifth hidden truth that for many, the final years, even the final months, can be a period of profound peace, acceptance, and even heightened appreciation for life. This goes against the common narrative of fear and decline. While physical challenges may increase, many individuals report a surprising liberation from anxieties that plagued them in earlier life. The trivial worries often fade away, replaced by a focus on what truly matters: connection, love, beauty, and simple joys. People often find themselves letting go of old grudges, reconciling with past events, and discovering a deep inner calm. They might find immense joy in a sunny afternoon, the laughter of a child, the taste of a favorite food, or simply the presence of a loved one. It's as if a filter is removed, allowing the pure essence of life to shine through with greater clarity. This acceptance isn't resignation. It's a powerful embrace of the natural cycle, a recognition that every moment is precious. Many find spiritual comfort, a deeper connection to their faith or to the natural world. They might spend more time reflecting, enjoying quiet contemplation, and feeling a sense of completeness. I've known individuals who, in their last year, spoke about feeling ready, not in a despairing way, but with a sense of peace, having lived a full life and made their peace with the world. So, to briefly bring these 5 powerful insights together, we've learned that the process of dying is often a gentle, gradual winding down, not a sudden, painful struggle, with comfort being the primary focus of care. We've seen how the shift in medical care towards dignity over aggressive treatment empowers you to make choices aligned with your values. We've recognized that your loved ones often need immense support during this period, and you can proactively help them. We've highlighted the incredible peace and clarity that comes from pre-planning and open communication, both practical and emotional. And finally, we've discovered that these later years can be a time of profound peace, acceptance, and even a renewed appreciation for life's simple wonders. Remember, understanding these truths isn't about dwelling on the inevitable. It's about taking control, reducing fear, and ensuring that your journey, whenever it concludes, is handled with dignity, peace, and love. Small conversations today can make an enormous difference tomorrow. By knowing these realities, you gain the power to shape your final chapter, to live your remaining years with purpose, and to offer your family the greatest gift of all: clarity and peace of mind. I truly hope these insights have brought you some comfort and clarity. If this video resonated with you, please consider sharing your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Your stories can help so many others. And if you found this helpful, please give the video a like. It really helps our channel reach more people who need this information. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content designed to help you live your best life at every age. Thank you for joining me on this important conversation today. Live your best life at every age.